bio. This is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Just like the intro said, please hit the subscribe button and bell notification and thumbs up on this video. I'm trying to build this channel, so I'd appreciate for any support and love that you can send my way. I'll be releasing several more videos and more in-depth videos for individual cards and trade lines to build your business credit. So for today's video, we're going to be going over fuel and fleet gas cards, the data points on them, ones I got approved for, and things that I picked up on during the approval processes. So let's get right into it. So again, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. All right, so there's three major players. There's Wex Bank, which issues quite a bit of the fleet gas cards out there. I would say they control 2/3 of the market on gas cards. And then there's Fuelman, which is backed by Fleetcor. And then also there's like Pilot Flying J, 19 Fuel Network. Excuse me, coming over a cough here. Let's get right into each one of them because I'm going to break down the points on them. Sorry, my dog in the background is walking around. Let's see here. All right, the first one and the easiest one is the XFuel card. Super easy approval. I don't even think they run a credit check at all. It's no PG. They have over 1,000 locations at the Pilot Flying J and other self-branded gas stations. You can look it up on their website, on the 19 networks. I'll put a link in the description where all these cards can be found and how to apply and all that, so you guys have that all handy. So with the XFuel card, there's no monthly fees, unlike a lot of the other fuel cards. Charge like a $2 per card or a monthly statement fee. Pilot Flying J does not charge any fees like that or transaction fees. Excuse me. So with business credit reporting, with the Pilot Flying J card, I haven't seen this yet on my report, business credit reports, but I did call the customer service and they did say that they report after 60 days of using the card to the credit bureaus. They wouldn't tell me which one, but it really doesn't matter. What we're trying to do is build positive trade lines. That's the bottom line, and the more you can have, the better. So here you can see they started me off at $500 credit limit. Keep in mind this business that I applied for is only 6 months old that I started this LLC. The billing cycle says Fleet Weekly TP. Payment terms is net 1 day. I did check with them about how can it be net 1 day. If you just paid it, you have to pay it the very next day. They said no, after you use it, within 24 hours they'll generate an invoice, and then that's due within 24 hours or 1 day or whatever. So really it's like net 3 days or so. So there's literally, I think, I'm trying to think what they told me on the phone. After 4 or 8 on-time payments, then they will put you to the net 7 or net 14 days credit terms. They just want to make sure that you're paying them everything on time. So they'll extend it as you build up the relationship with them. And then they also give you a truck care credit limit, which would come in handy for anybody in the trucking business. Do oil change, or if you need something done to your truck or whatever, you could use that. They gave 800 limit with that, and it's net 15. Not sure why the truck care terms are different than the fuel net terms, but that's what came in the mail and that's what they offered. So anyway, so that takes care of, I think, that one. Like I said, I'm not sure who they actually report to, but again, it's a trade line and it helps no matter what. We all use fuel. It covers unleaded, regular gasoline, and diesel. Everybody buys gas, and I believe they give you a discount on merchandise or stuff inside the store as well, if you're a fuel card business member. So yeah, I'll make more in-depth videos on individual cards here in the coming weeks. So if you're interested in that, just make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get the data points when I release that. All right, so that's the easiest one, pretty much like no credit check. Next one is by far like the biggest fuel brand fleet cards out there. If you go to their website, like wexinc.com, you can see that they have literally like 100 different cards. Marathon, Chevron, Circle K, 7-Eleven, 76, Quick Trip, Shell, Universal Fleet. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I'm not going to go over that right now. This is just a video I put together to go over the basic data points for the three major fleet card bank issuing cards. So Wex does pull Dun and Bradstreet for your business, and if you don't have a paydex score of 70 to 80, I would say, then they're going to require you to have a security deposit. But you'll know pretty much right away if you get an instant approval or not. If it doesn't give you instant approval, a sales rep will get back with you and tell you either if you were approved with a certain limit or a deposit is required. They may try to send you a personal guarantee document as well, but you can just reply to that sales rep and tell them you don't want to do a personal guarantee, and they will give you just the deposit where the minimum is $500. You can put whatever deposit amount. My sales rep told me that after 6 months, the $500 deposit will be refunded back once you have 6 months of good payment history. Others have said it's 12 months, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyways, they do reports, and they're, like I said, 2/3 of them. They control basically 2/3 of the market when it comes to fleet and fuel cards and other business things like Jiffy Lube cards, Firestone tires, and so on and so on. So, like I said, there's dozens and dozens of brands issued by Wex Bank. You can tell by whatever fuel card site that you're on, if it's Shell or whatever, Marathon, Circle K. When you go to the application, you can see down at the terms, in the fine print, you'll see if it's issued by Fleetcor or Wex Bank. 8 out of 10 times, I would say you're going to see for the major brands, Wex, issued by Wex Bank. Now on to what else they offer is fuel discounts, oil changes, and tire discounts. They offer something called Wex Edge, which I have. I got an alert today actually on my Wex account saying that you'll get like 20% off Firestone card tires, and the card can actually be used even for hotels if you book it through Wex Edge with your Wex card. So it can be used for quite a few different things within their Wex Edge website marketplace. They do report to Dun and Bradstreet, 100% on that. I'm not sure if they report to Experian Business because I haven't seen it yet on mine. And I'm not sure if they report to Equifax Business either. Equifax Business, they're the smallest one. Not many businesses even pull their credit with Equifax. So, like I said, there's no personal guarantee. They will ask you for the business owner's social security number and personal info. That's only due to federal government law. I think it's something to do with the Patriot Act since 9/11. They require that no matter what to verify your identity. That's basically all it is. And let's see here. The terms are net 14 and net 30. I believe they have me on net 30, but I've seen others where they get net 14, so I'm not sure on that. But, we all use gas, and literally Wex brand cards are, especially if you have like a universal one, like the Wex Fleet, that card can be used at pretty much 95% of every gas station out there. So, and you get like anywhere from like 6 to 10 cents off per gallon, which is, not bad at all. Especially if you say you have a Chevron card, then they're going to give you a higher discount if you use it just at Chevron. So, anyways, that's getting into too many data points right now. I don't want to make this video too confusing because, like I said, I'll make another video with an in-depth review on individual cards. Let's get to the next one, and that's Fleetcor brand cards. So I know a lot of people have heard of Fuelman. Fuelman card is actually by Fleetcor Bank. So I know this for a fact because my Experian personal credit on a soft pull, I noticed there was several Fleetcor soft pulls on my Experian personal credit. So I think during the application process, they pull your personal credit, but it's not a hard inquiry, so don't worry about it. I think they just pull it to verify your identity, and they may or may not factor that into the approval or not. I'm not sure. So I would say you want to have probably at least a 680 FICO score with your Experian, if that is a factor. So you want to definitely make sure also that you have decent Experian business credit build up, at least like 4 trade lines reporting. If you have that, then chances are you'll get approved. So there's select brands issued by Fleetcor, Fuelman. They're also accepted at like 90% of locations, especially if you have the Fuelman card. That's just like the Wex Fleet Universal card, anywhere you go. But if you have like the Casey's direct card, then it has to be used only at Casey's. But if it has the MasterCard logo on it, just like the BP Solutions MasterCard, then you can use that anywhere. You just won't, any gas station, you just won't get the discount off the gallon of gas. Like the BP Solutions Plus card, that has to be used only at BP and only BP, and you'll get that discount. But if it has the MasterCard logo on it, then it can be used at any gas station. Just like the Quick Trip Extended Fleet, it has the Fuelman logo, that can be used at any pretty much any gas station, just like the Wex Bank, any gas station that accepts fuel, man, which, like I said, 95% accept that. So they also give you like 5 to 10 cents off per gallon. Business credit reporting, I know for a fact they do report to Dun and Bradstreet and Experian, because both showed up on my credit report within a month of having the card activated and using it. Sorry, my dog's barking outside, if you can hear that. So also, they are no personal guarantee. They will ask for the business owner's social security number, just like the Wex cards do. That's also just to confirm your identity, and it's part of federal law. They have to confirm your identity, period. So there's no way getting around that. Just read the small fine print. You'll see that they're not pulling your like personal credit and doing a hard inquiry, and it's not going to be a personal guarantee. You put in your EIN number and business and everything will be fine. So I have a BP MasterCard. That it can be used anywhere. And the terms and conditions, it even says you can pretty much use it for anything. You're just use it, for business only. But I've read on a couple of sites that people were successful buying office supplies at Staples with it. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know it can be done. There's settings after you're approved. There's settings in the back end that you can control the access of the individual cards on what they can be used for and limit and all that. So with this one, they approved me for the BP MasterCard. Like I said, my business was only like 4 months old at that time for that particular LLC. And they came back instantly and said, approved, but with a minimum deposit. And they gave me an option like $200, $500, $1,000, $1,500. And what's unique about the BP Solutions MasterCard is they match your deposit 3 times. So I just did $200 just to get it going, and the credit limit is $600 to net 14. So they report monthly, but to the credit bureaus, but they're actually reporting credit limit of $1,200 because it's net 14 days. So you'll get good payment history on that, and they also say they will refund the deposit after, I believe, 12 months of on-time payment history. So that's a good one to have, definitely, for building business credit. So there's all these different cards. You just have to do a little bit of research and read the fine print, and you can see. But most of the gas cards are not PG. I think I've only seen one, and I'm not even going to mention the name because it's such an obscure company that's not very big, and so it doesn't. I'm not even going to put that information out there. But like I said, I got like 6 different fleet cards combined with all 3 of these major brand banks, issuers, and good experience overall. And they definitely help building your business credit. It's just one more way to get your credit going on good reporting trade lines. Keep in mind that you really need to have like 10 to 20 good positive trade lines reporting to like Dun and Bradstreet and Experian Business credit to really show the other ones that you're experienced business and you pay on time, like to get the high limits and business loans and funding, to grow your business credit overall, to show that you're a responsible business. So anyways, let me see if there's anything else that I missed here. Okay, so I just put this together, but just a little data point conclusion. You can see here like the Shell Fuel Card Fleet Plus can only be used, I believe, only at Shell to be able to get the 5 cents a gallon at Shell to be able to save. There's no setup fees or monthly. And then same with the Fuel Man cards and the Universal Premium Fleet Card corporate. I also have that one as well. So there's different benefits for different ones. Overall, it's best to have good personal credit, FICO score of at least 680, as some of these may do a soft pull. They're not going to do a hard pull. They're only going to do a soft pull. And that's only the Fleetcor. I haven't seen Wex or anyone else do any type of soft pull. They may confirm your identity with LexisNexis or something like that. But all these are no PG unless they tell you have to PG. They're no PG, no personal guarantee, unless they actually send you a letter stating they want you to sign something and do a personal guarantee. And it'll be very clear they're asking you for a personal guarantee. They make that very clear on the applications. So try to have at least 4 trade lines already reporting. If not, they may require you to put down a deposit, but there's so many factors and data points that we don't know about, but I'm trying to figure a lot of those out. So, let's see, anything else? Bottom line is I'll do some more videos in the coming days on in-depth reviews of the cards that I actually have myself. 5 or 6 fleet cards, and the benefits and what I like about them, what I don't like about them, etc., etc. So anyways, please, like I said, hit the subscribe and bell notification to help support this channel. The more subscribers and thumbs up that I get, the more it motivates me to put out more videos. And I'm going to try to do a challenge, get 15 new videos put out before the end of the year. I have several, I think 3 right now, that are business corporate credit cards and business charge cards that can be used anywhere. So, and they're pretty easy to get approved for at very high limits. So stay tuned, subscribe, be safe. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening, day. Bye.